What's this? Warner Brothers adds Mystery DC movie for 2023. But what could it be? We pretty much know the ones that have been made. I mean, there's Aquaman, there's The Flash, of course. Black Adam is just about to release, but for next year, those two films, and then Shazam, of course, and Blue Beetle is not no mystery. What could this be? Well, here we have the story at Geekosity, and they speculate about this. That they will release a film prior to Aquaman on December 20th. However, it'll come out after Blue Beetle. So there seems to be another film for the DC slate, and it doesn't have a title for it. What could it be? Well, it can't be Justice League. I mean, come on, how? But that's one of the things that they would give a full theatrical release for Zack Snyder's Justice League. A 4-hour movie? I don't know. Kevin Smith's gonna show it in his theater and all that, but that's not the same thing. So one of the suspects is Ayer's Suicide Squad, which even it was more complete than was the Snyder Cut. There was all that hype for Snyder Cut, then there was some hype for Ayer Cut, but it never quite reached the level that Snyder Cut did. But after Snyder Cut was released, it was like, hey, why not that one? And then at the time, the Warner Brothers regime said, no, there's no plans for that. And it's like, well, why not? Why not just put it on HBO Max or something? But for whatever reason, no, they didn't. And but again, this was one that was more complete, and seemingly would have been cheaper to go ahead and release it. So it's sitting there. Why not just do it? Well, they didn't. And so now one wonders, is this the deal? Good. And that's kind of the conclusion that the Geekosity article comes to. And it's a good candidate for it. It is interesting. Is it possible at all that they could have shot some film that no one knows about? And did a lot of shenanigans here and there. Could it be Superman? So, you know, they did some shenanigans while he's taping The Witcher. Like he has to hurry up, take the wig off, and put the cape on. Head over to the, the green screen volume set. Do it like that. So suddenly there's a Superman film, It's feasible, I suppose. I just don't think it can be kept secret. Not completely. Because the only rumors about it is that, he's back in Black Adam, and that seems to be confirmed, and possibly in The Flash as well. There's been talk that he's going to have a scene with Supergirl, which is appropriate. And to go forward with Supergirl, Superman needs to be involved in that, because that's the story. That's how that works. But most importantly of all, you need a Superman film. And my guess is that since The Rock managed to get Henry Cavill back, and if he's doing these other cameos, which was always on the table, they were asking for cameos, and he said no, he wasn't interested in that. He wanted a full film contract. He wanted to pursue Superman movies and that sort of thing, and they, for whatever reason, wouldn't come to the table on that. Either he wanted more money for it than they were willing to pay, or whatever. But I suspect Bad Robot Shenanigans was in there, and they wanted their own Superman, and they didn't want to share it with anybody. But they don't have any pull anymore, so that's that. So if with him back, and it appears to be he is, then there must have been a deal for more Superman films, and they desperately need more Superman films, and not just having cameos. The cameos were fine for their shared universe endeavor, but there needs to be a solo Superman film series, and perhaps that's the deal. As to did they slap one together, and that's the problem. Don't just slap something together, because it ends up looking like Obi-Wan or something like that. Oh no. But odds are it's Suicide Squad. That's what I'm going with. Or somebody screwed up the schedule and there really isn't a film at all. But that's the only thing, because it's just sitting there. And so all of a sudden put another film in when there's been nothing about any other films other than the ones that are already announced. More than likely, it could be that. I mean, you could see the original Suicide Squad that no one got to see. So maybe it's air cut.